Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a time in every soul's journey when the outer noise fades, and the inner voice grows loud, insistent, almost divine. You feel a pull, not from outside, but from within, as if something ancient, something eternal is calling you. And it is in that moment that you realize, He has already chosen you. This is not about religion or fate. It is about the deeper order that governs the soul. It is about the self, the deeper reality that waits patiently beneath the persona you wear. And in the silence of your truest self, you realize you were never lost. You were simply being led. You were not born as an empty page waiting to be written upon. You arrived with a story already unfolding, a myth older than your name, deeper than your memories. Beneath your skin, behind your eyes, lives a narrative that stretches far beyond the surface of your everyday life. You carry within you the ancient roots of human longing, fear, courage, and transformation. The blood in your veins flows with the dreams of your ancestors. The way you see the world, the images that haunt you in sleep, the choices you feel drawn to without explanation, these are not accidents. They are echoes of a symbolic life that pulses beneath the ordinary. We often think we are here to create ourselves from nothing, as if we were machines assembling an identity from bits and pieces of experience. But that is a shallow view. The truth is more mysterious. You are here to remember, not invent, to uncover the pattern that was always there, buried beneath expectation, education, and fear. Like a seed that contains the shape of a tree long before it meets soil, you hold within you the code of your becoming. That deep design, call it your inner story, your myth. Yourself has been guiding you quietly all along. When you feel lost, it is not because the story has disappeared, it is because you have forgotten how to listen. When you feel empty, it is not because there is nothing inside, it is because you've been taught to mistrust your own depths. But the moment you begin to ask, what am I really here for, and not in ambition, but in stillness, the myth within you begins to stir, the dreams become louder, the coincidences sharper, the pull towards something greater becomes undeniable. And that is the sign that you are never random, never insignificant. You are not here by mistake. The patterns of your life, even the pain, are part of something far older, far wiser. You are not a blank slate. You are a living myth, breathing through flesh, searching for meaning not because you lack it, but because it is already planted deep within, waiting to be revealed. He has already chosen you. The only question is, will you choose yourself? Within every soul, there lives a hidden realm, a shadow world, dark and uncharted. It is not a place to fear, but a place to understand. This shadow is not the enemy, it is a guardian. The parts of yourself you refuse to see, the emotions you push away, the impulses you deny, all gather here like silent sentinels. They stand watch at the threshold of your true calling, blocking easy passage, demanding courage and honesty. You might think the path to your destiny is bright and clear, paved with confidence and certainty. But the truth is that your greatest growth lies on the other side of the shadow. It is in confronting what you hide, your anger, your shame, your doubts, that you find the keys to unlock your potential. The shadow does not ask you to be perfect. It asks you to be whole. It asks you to face the darkness within, not to be consumed by it, but to integrate it. Every soul is marked by a shadow, a part rejected by the light of social expectation, personal denial, or fear. This rejected part is not weakness, it is raw power. It is the source of creativity, resilience, and deep wisdom. But only when you stop running from it, when you stop pretending it does not exist, does it transform from a barrier into a bridge. It is through the shadow that the calling finds its voice. When you embrace the shadow, you meet yourself fully, your contradictions, your fears, your desires. You stop playing the roles that others expect and begin to answer the call that only you can hear. The shadow demands that you shed illusions and meet the truth that the path to fulfillment is often winding, dark, and uncomfortable, but it is also the path that leads to the most authentic life. He who has chosen you does not ask you to be flawless or unafraid. Instead, he invites you to be brave enough to step into the darkness, to wrestle with your inner demons, and to claim the light that rises only when shadow and soul meet. The gate to your destiny is guarded by this shadow, but on the other side lies the fullness of your being. To deny the shadow is to deny the gift it holds. To embrace it is to awaken the power you were always meant to wield. Within the depths of your being lies a wound, a place where life's sharp edges have cut into your soul. This wound may be old or fresh, visible or hidden beneath layers of defense, but it is there, marking you in ways both painful and profound. It is tempting to see this wound as a weakness, a flaw to be erased or disguised. But in truth, your wound is the very source of your power and authority. The wound is a gateway. It is the scar through which light enters. It is the place where your deepest suffering meets your greatest strength. The pain you carry is not a burden meant to break you. It is a forge designed to shape you into someone who can lead, heal, and inspire. This is the paradox of life. It is through our fractures that we become whole. When you embrace your wound instead of denying it, you discover a wellspring of compassion for yourself and for others who suffer. You find authenticity because you no longer hide behind masks of perfection. Your vulnerability becomes a language that others understand deeply, a bridge that connects you to the hearts of those around you. Authority born from the wound is not about control or dominance. It is about presence and truth. It is the quiet confidence that comes from having faced darkness and emerged with the knowledge that pain does not define you, but refines you. It is the courage to stand in your truth, even when it is difficult, the grace to lead not by force, but by example. The wound is also a call to use your experience as a source of healing. The gift you carry in your pain is medicine for others. Your story, marked by hardship and resilience, has the power to awaken others to their own potential. He who has chosen you understands this sacred cycle. The broken become the healers, the wounded become the guides, so do not hide your wound in shame or fear. Wear it as a badge of honor, a testament to your journey. For it is precisely this wound that grants you the authority to walk your path with integrity and power. Destiny does not announce itself with clear instructions or logical commands. It does not come wrapped in neat sentences or straightforward directives. Instead, destiny speaks in symbols mysterious, elusive, and often puzzling. These symbols appear in dreams, in fleeting moments, in the subtle synchronicities that seem too meaningful to be mere coincidence. They whisper to you in the language of the soul, which is not linear but poetic, not literal but metaphorical. To understand your calling, you must learn to listen to these symbols with a new kind of hearing, one that is patient, intuitive, and open to paradox. The universe communicates not through words but through images, signs, and feelings. A single recurring dream, a chance encounter, a symbol in nature, or a sudden surge of emotion may carry the weight of 1,000 words. These are the breadcrumbs laid out on your path, guiding you toward your true self. This symbolic language challenges the mind's need for certainty. It invites you to move beyond the rational, to dwell in the mystery. It asks you to trust what cannot be fully explained, and to honor the invisible currents that move you forward. The signs may come as contradictions, as puzzles, as paradoxes that stretch your understanding. But it is in this stretching that transformation happens. Those who have been chosen do not demand clear maps or blueprints. They have learned to navigate by the stars of meaning, to read the silent poetry of life unfolding. They know that the most profound truths are never spoken plainly, but revealed in layers, in symbols that unlock only when the time is right. To follow destiny is to become fluent in this language, to allow your soul to interpret the riddles and to respond to the call that is felt rather than heard. It is to accept that the journey may not be easy or straightforward, but that it is rich with meaning if only you dare to see it. He who has chosen you invites you into this sacred dialogue, where the path is revealed not in sentences but in the sacred dance of symbols. It is here, in the silent conversation between your soul and the universe, that you will find your way. The journey you are on is often misunderstood. Many believe that the path is one of searching outward for answers, approval, or validation, but the truth is more profound and subtle. Your task is not to chase after something external or to accumulate knowledge or status. Your task is to unfold into the fullest expression of who you truly are beneath the masks and expectations. Becoming is an inward journey. It is a process of shedding the layers that conceal your essence, the roles you play, the fears that bind you, the beliefs that limit you. It is a slow and sometimes painful unveiling, like the opening of a flower in the warmth of the sun. This process is not about arriving at a fixed destination or acquiring a title. It is about embodying your own truth with courage and grace. To become is to live authentically with every part of yourself, including those parts you may have hidden or denied. It means embracing your strengths and your vulnerabilities, your light and your shadow, and weaving them into a living whole. This wholeness is the foundation of your power and your freedom. It is the ground from which your unique gifts emerge. The one who has chosen you does not stand distant, watching from afar. Instead, he lives within you, the deeper self, urging you onward, encouraging you to shed illusion and embrace reality. This inner presence calls you to awaken to your potential and to act with integrity in every moment. Seeking can sometimes distract you, leading you away from your true center. Becoming calls you back to yourself, to a life lived consciously, deliberately, and fully. It is the courage to step into your own light, even when the path is uncertain. It is the willingness to face your fears and to grow through them. Remember, the journey is not about finding something outside yourself. It is about recognizing what has always been inside the spark of your being, waiting to be kindled into flame. To become is to answer that call, to walk the path that only you can walk, and to live a life that is uniquely and authentically yours. He has already chosen you, not because you need to search for a new identity, but because you are ready to become the truest version of yourself.